Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first installment of Who the Heck Are You? That's what I'm going to call this for our Fridays. Um, like I said yesterday in yesterday's video, I am going to be doing two informational videos at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to do a Reflection Wednesday, where I talk to the camera and I talk to myself, but you can also uh, have it as like a reflection for yourself as well. Okay, and then Thursday, I will give you another informative video, and Fridays, it will be a video about who I am and what I do and what I'm interested in. And so today's segment is why is there Japanese in the back of my videos? So, first off, welcome. I am glad to have you back. I just brushed my hair and I still look like I didn't do anything. But that is okay. And I look like a hooker. Okay, let me just fix myself there so we don't have any issues. Okay, so on today's segment of Who the Heck Are You? I'm going to explain why there is Japanese in the back of my videos. So, I have been enthralled, is that the word for it? With Japanese language, culture, and everything else for over 10 years. So, about 10 to 15 years now. So, but it is very hard for me to, I've realized, to really be able to have some Japanese words stick when I am the only one that I know of in my life who speaks Japanese. So that doesn't give me a lot of options. I have this app called Hello Talk. I don't know if anyone out there who is also learning a language. Hello Talk is a very good app. It's great. I thoroughly enjoy it a lot. I have a friend named Natsuko, but she doesn't speak English, and I don't know kanji. I am currently learning kanji as we speak. And so yes, but the reason I have this, and because I can't, I don't have anyone to speak Japanese to, I started teaching Japanese to people in my life who have shown an interest in Japanese, or actually want to learn the language. So this back here, it says 失礼します。失礼します。はじめまして。私はちゃんです。どうぞよろしく。おはようございます。こんにちは. So if you understood any of that, congratulations. I am in the process of teaching my husband and his coworker at the moment. So we're having lots of fun with that. And just a little side note, I kind of am enjoying this right now, taking a break from, all the informative stuff, and then just introducing myself and who I am as a person. So, with that being said, so they come, well, my husband lives here, but his coworker comes here every weekend, except for last weekend because it was Christmas weekend, and so there wasn't really, time, I guess, you can say, for him to come over because he had a lot of family issues. I do teach Japanese for free, though that may change very soon, because I can't keep doing it for free, because people just don't, when people don't have an incentive to be there, or they don't have anything in stake, or they're not losing out on anything by not being there, then they're just not going to show up. So that's what I've learned. So I do have a Sprite in the background. I do not like refrigerated drinks, so it's back here. And I have been drinking my handy dandy water. Okay, so back on topic. So today, I went out and bought them a couple things because I have been telling them for weeks now that they need notebooks. Has either one of them shown up with notebooks? No. And the thing is, my husband has a notebook and I know he does. You know why? I gave it to him. So, yes. So we take these out. These aren't for Japanese related. They're for my wedding dress that I talked about last time. No. So I went shopping today at good old Dollar Tree. Mainly because I was just going for notebooks. If I was going for something else, like I needed higher quality stuff, like a jacket or something, I would go to a store known for their higher end clothing, just because it's cheaper in the long run to get something expensive and buy it once than it is to buy $25 hoodies on multiple occasions. So I got them 2 notebooks. So I got one for his coworker and then I got one for him. And yes, they are the same, but they have spots for their names to go on them. So my husband is blind as a bat when it comes to small things or small text, especially on the computer. So this is amazing. It is a magnifier sheet. It is it's going to be super helpful for his Japanese, just because a lot of Japanese does look a lot smaller. Mind you, especially when you get to kanji, there's a lot more line order in kanji. So, yeah. So, he's got one. His coworker got one. Yes, I am full board on this teacher thing. So, yes. They sit at the couch so they don't have... They sit on the couch so they don't have anything to write on. I teach out of down here in this lovely basement area that we call home. So there's no desks or tables really down here. And when I did have the coffee table out here, it was still very short. So they'd have to either bend over real far or they'd have to sit on the floor. And to save them both from that stress, I just went ahead and got one for my husband and one for his coworker. So now they can sit at the the couch with ease, and then they could do their Japanese work and be fine. But the notebook is because they need to take notes. They're relying way too heavily on their worksheets that I give them, and not enough using their own writing. So, yes. Pencils, because, you know, we all need pencils. And then I got his coworker a rocket ship binder. It's one of those really flimsy ones, because I don't know, maybe they want to flip it around. I'm not entirely sure. I know my husband does that with mine, and I have regular binders, and I'm not okay with that because I don't like my stuff broken. I don't do that to my stuff. I don't do it to other people's stuff. So I wouldn't want him to do it to my stuff. So I got them their own binders that they can bend and flip and everything else. So that's his coworkers. And then my husband loves playing games, and so I got him this one, a little gamer binder. Okay, none of these have anything Japanese related on them. That is entirely to do with the fact that it's from Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree is not going to have any sort of Japanese related school supplies, at least where I am from, where I live. They don't have that. They have a lot of course, elementary school stuff, which is where I got all this stuff. Elementary school stuff, but your English ABCs, and then you have the little note cards and badges, which I almost got some badges today, mainly because I'm taking them to the mall tomorrow for like a field trip of sorts, and we're going to test out some of what they've learned in the real world. So hopefully that is a little fun for them, and it'll stick a little better because they're actually going out and using it, which I would have liked to do when I was in college. So yes, I did go to school. I did go to college. It was it did not go the way I would have liked it to. I went to school for graphic design, and I clearly am not doing graphic design right now. I did not finish college, unfortunately. Though, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, because right now, as I look at it, I can get to lots of places without a college education. I have some college. Um, you know, that's better than none. But, I mean, when you really look at it, you don't really need a college education to get very far in life to begin with. So, yes, I am saying school can be a sham. In some instances, and some, I'm sure it works well, it's fine, I'm sure it works out. But when you're wanting to start your own business and company and grow in wealth and stuff, it might not be the best course of action. As you can see, our little dog is walking around back there. He is actually not our dog. He is my husband's cousin's dog. But I had him first. So, yeah. I bought him first, and then we had to ask if anyone else in the family wanted him because we couldn't keep him because his mom didn't want a dog. And so his cousin offered to pay us for the dog. And Scott's mom, my husband's mom, fell in love with the dog. And then asked if we could keep him after we told his cousin, to take the dog. Because my husband's mom didn't want the dog. But then she fell in love with him like the second she saw him, so I don't know. But yes, so I went to school. I did take Japanese in school. I was not doing well in school, but Japanese wise, because my teachers were from Japan. Both of them from Japan. Uh, they are spectacular teachers. There's nothing I can say against them. They were great. It's just they teach really fast. Um, Faster than I was probably prepared for. So they teach it in a way because they're native speakers and it's a college course, so they teach it in a way for an elementary Japanese student to understand, which is good for non-speakers to start learning, but some of us are just a little bit slower and need a little bit more in depth. But once I learned hiragana and katakana, it kind of took off from there on my own studies, because once you learn hiragana and katakana, then it kind of makes it easier to understand, because then you can read the Japanese words in the textbook and then you can find out their meanings and everything from there. And so that's why I feel very confident in starting to learn kanji now. So yes. I feel like I'm like running out of things to say. Even though there's so much to say about my love for Japan, just overall. So, if you notice there's a marker missing, it's because I also used it for Clue. I don't know if you've ever played that game, but I got it for Christmas and I wanted to play it. So, we play Clue. If you look underneath my Japanese words right here, and you go down and you see these tea sets, and then I have a black sake set and then a green sake set. The green sake set is actually newer. So, something really funny, really funny, is that this green tea set was the very first tea set I got. So it is the oldest out of all of my tea sets. So this green one is the oldest one. And then this green sake set is the newest of my stuff. So this green sake set actually wasn't even at the store when I got my green tea set. So I got the green tea set, and then I got this red tea set. This red tea set, this red and black one, I actually used in my wedding. Not as like a ceremonial thing, but I used it as decoration for my wedding. I actually use it now for tea. And I got this black sake set a little after I got this red and black tea set. This red and black tea set is actually from a Japanese Korean market, along with this green tea set and this green sake set. This black sake set is actually from Amazon, and it was the one that looked closest to this red and black tea set that I could find. Let me pick it up actually, and you can see. Okay. So I'm not going to. Wow. This shirt does not like to stay up. So I am not. I look fat. I'm not going to pick up the whole sake set, but I will show you something. So this is from the Japanese Korean market. It's really nice. It's really pretty. The flowers, the design, pretty immaculate. But then you go and you look at this sake set from Amazon. And you know it wasn't made by the same people who make these tea sets. Because the painting is just so sad. It's very sad. But no, as you could tell, it was the closest I could find to matching the picture. Looks so much better on Amazon. But it was really close to the wedding, so I wasn't about to try to return this to get another one. Also, I don't drink alcohol, so it's kind of just a decoration piece at the moment. I might break out the sake sets for New Year's, but again, I don't drink alcohol. My husband hardly drinks alcohol because he can't. He has a fatty liver, and it's not. He can't do that. But we'll see. So I will go and I'll pick up the other ones. Okay. So these are all basically made by the same company. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's gonna focus or not. It might not focus. But you can see it's all made by the same company. It doesn't want to focus. But that black and red tea set is also made by the same company as these. Wow, it's been a while since I've used this green one. But you can see the decoration on the green tea set. Of course, you could tell the different sizes of the tea sets. The red one is bigger than this green one. And then you can see this one. And like I said, it's super funny because I got this one literally like last week. And then I got this one, this tea set, literally like a year ago. Or a year and a half ago or something like that. I just thought it was really funny because they're the exact same design. And I just thought it was nice how I ended up with a matching sake set. So yes. So I put these up. Okay. This is not a good outfit to have. I did not expect to stand in this video. I mean, okay. So this is Roscoe. He likes to intervene on my videos. He likes to have fun. So, yes. Roscoe, you're hurting me. Ouchie, your claws, they hurt. They hurt as you get on the desk. Okay. So, yes, I guess I'll just continue the video with the dog on the desk. So, yes, so I've loved Japanese for a very long time. Love Japan. I actually am making plans with my husband to eventually move to Japan at some point. We are actually going to do our honeymoon in Japan. Yes, we got married in June of 2022. But we never took a honeymoon. So, very exciting there. We're going to actually go to Japan probably in June of 2023. We are going to go for at least 2 weeks, possibly, depending on what investment plans we have, so on and so forth. So for 2 weeks in June, you possibly will not get a upload from me. Maybe I may upload, now that I'm thinking about it, I may upload some Japan footage, just video from Japan, and show you guys kind of how the trip is going. So I'm extremely excited for that. I'm excited to be able to do these kind of segments for you. This is the very first segment, so it seems a little choppy and unorganized and everything. I kind of just I knew I had to do a video today, and I knew I was going to do one about me, but I just did not know what I was going to do it about. And then when I was at Dollar Tree, I was like, oh, I can do it about Japan and Japanese and why I have all this Japanese stuff in the back. Little did I know I was not prepared to even talk about myself at all. I don't really talk about myself when it comes to, stuff I'm interested in. I mean, like anyone, I could probably just talk about myself in depth, possibly, but you, it's not really about my interests. It's a little, yeah. But I will say that, probably if somebody had started this conversation and they were interested in Japan too, then we could like collaborate and we could talk about our mutual interest and what we like about it. So what I like about Japan is not because of anime, okay? Matter of fact, I didn't know anime existed until after I started looking into Japan and everything. I like Japan because of ninjas. And yes, ninjas are Chinese. There, I think there were Japanese ninjas. I'm not sure, but the Japanese have samurai. So, yes. So I got those two mixed up. I loved China first. I really did. But then I lost interest in China, and it has been Japan ever since. So, yes. Because I didn't lose my interest in China that much, because my husband is Chinese. So, okay, I gotta stop that. He is adorable. I love my husband. Like, a lot. So, okay. So I love Japan. I love its culture. I love its language. I love just a lot of things about it. Just its natural beauty and how they try to build with nature instead of against nature. That's an aspect of their architecture. If you go to their cities, it might seem otherwise. That's just what I've researched. And so, matter of fact, I have this whole notebook that I printed out in middle school, if you guys want to see it. Okay, real fast before I end off this video like I normally do. I know I've gone on like tangent to tangent to tangent. But yes, let me show it to you. It's insane. And this is actually when I first started to learn Japanese, and I did the hardest way to learn Japanese first. So, okay. Here it is. I'm excited about this. I've had this forever. Now the folder I haven't had forever. I've had it since 2016, but the contents inside I've had forever. Yes, I keep office supplies for a very long time, especially if I still deem that they have good use. So, here we are. There we go. So, ninjutsu. Uh, yes, this is what got me interested in Japan from the very beginning. Ninjas. Okay? I'm a weird person, but ninjas. Uh, famous people in Japan as my. And then in popular culture, oh my goodness, this thing is old. Portrait of Oda Nobunaga. And wow, okay. Just a lot of history of Japan in these pages right here. And I've kept it this whole time, which is funny because I don't ever really open this. And then, of course, I got this opening of this one article. It goes, a Christian response to karate. As I've said, I am a Christian woman, so I would not be surprised as to finding more Christian stuff in here. So there's that. And then, okay, so the ninja are not just Chinese. It's part of Japan as well. But, so we got more ninja stuff. Okay. I loved ninjas. I still like ninjas. And then, this is just so funny. I'll keep going. I'm trying to find how, like, my stuff when I was learning Japanese for the very first time. And so when I was learning Japanese for the very first time, it was kanji. And of course, I had no idea what I was doing. So basically, like when you learn Chinese, and Chinese is all kanji, that's basically how I was trying to learn Japanese. But Japanese has hiragana and katakana, so it makes it just a tad bit easier. In some aspects, I guess Japanese can be harder than Chinese because you have all this. You don't have just kanji. You have hiragana and katakana thrown in. So you have more to memorize than just kanji. Here's another ninjutsu. Before I got tubby. Tubby now. And I am learning, learning different ways to lose weight. And then also, yeah. So here's another way I try to learn Japanese through Romaji. And that is not the best way to try to learn Japanese. So Japanese is better if you learn hiragana and katakana first, because if you try to learn Romaji first, you say it like how you would in English, and in Japanese they don't have L's and they don't have R's. So it's darirurero, rarirurero. It's kind of like short rolled R's, but it's not rolled R's. Does that make sense? But be careful because I do have a da. So it's da ji zu de do. G and zu in the D category aren't used very often because the sashi suse so gets turned into zaji zuze zo. So, and then you use that G and that zu. So here is the romaji that I try to teach myself. Wow, my camera does not want to focus on anything. So, and then not just that. Oh, I printed out twice and I blacked out the definitions, which is good. I was thinking, at least a little bit. Here's some more romaji. I was a little romantic little girl. I love the thought of love. So, not surprised that I see romantic phrases in Japanese here. Wow, I actually haven't seen this in a while, so you and I are basically saying this together at the same time. Oh, Lord. See, okay, here I knew about hiragana and katakana. I just didn't know what they were, and then I knew what kanji was, but I couldn't read kanji. See, like, I highlighted a lot of stuff here. If I right there on the bottom, right there. That's how I started to try to learn. Other than romaji, I tried to learn kanji. And I was a little dweeb back in the day. I wrote classified on a lot of these. But yes, this is how I started my Japanese path. I tried to do it with kanji. Super, super fun. It was great because little Brynn had no idea how to read hiragana and kanji, and katakana. Hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So, yeah, it's really funny how she pretended to know what she was doing. Okay, I should probably end this video because it's long and it probably has a lot of breaks in it. So, I will go ahead and let you guys go. And like always, invest in yourself because you are the very best person to invest in. Invest in stocks, invest in real estate, invest in gold and silver, and save 10% of your paycheck, each paycheck. Okay, you will be amazed by how much you can still do by putting money aside first. So, save and then focus on bills and debt, and then you have play money. Okay? I love you. I will see you in the very next video. I'm sorry this took a long time. But the discovery of this notebook was fun. So, I love you and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!